talk today about the no contact rule, and I'm sure you all have heard about it. So, what a no contact rule is, how does it work, and why no contact rule is actually a feminine rule. Hello, my name is Greta Bereisaite. I'm dating and relationship coach for women. For the awesome high-value women secrets, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And just before I will share with you everything about the no contact rule that you need to know, don't forget to take my free self-awareness test to find out are you a woman of high value or low value, which I will drop down in the video description box below. And if you like my merch, chase goals and not the drama, as always, you can get it in my YouTube store. So let's talk about what is a no contact rule. No contact rule basically means going no contact with the person that you broken up with. So maybe after dating, after a relationship, after the divorce. And the intention behind the no contact rule is usually to get a person back. So let me share with you ladies which situations doing a no contact rule is actually a very good thing to do, in which situations it does work, and in which situations it actually does not work. So if you think that a no contact rule will work every single time, let me tell you this now, you are wrong. So in this video, I will give you 7 explanations about the no contact rule. What is the no contact rule? When does it work? When it doesn't work? When you should do it? When you should not do it? Who does it work on and who it does not work on? So number 1, why do people love so much this no contact rule? Why does everyone go crazy about it? Well, let me give you an example. If, for example, you have been in a relationship and things were not working out and you guys ended up breaking up with each other, and you, for example, go no contact on a guy. So after the breakup, you don't stay in touch, you don't stay friends, you don't stay friends with benefits. You basically cut the person off and you start to move on with your life. Then your ex-partner doesn't hear from you for a long period of time, whether it's couple of weeks, couple of months, sometimes it's even half a year and longer. After a while, the bad memories start to fade and the good memories start to overpower the person. And after a month or 2 or 3 months, people actually start to miss their ex-partner and we start to focus on all the good memories that you guys had together. And by going no contact, you're actually showing self-respect, self-value, self-worth by not acting desperate, by not chasing the person, by focusing on your life, by focusing on your goals. So in a way, you're actually behaving high value by going no contact with that person, which makes them not only miss you and remember the good memories, it also makes them intrigued about you, intrigued about your life, because we don't know what's going on with your life, whereas before we knew everything about you. This is exactly when people who have broken up with you, we start to doubt their decision. Did we actually made the right choice? And these type of thoughts influence them to contact you again by coming with an offer. Number 2, will he marry you if you go no contact on him? A lot of ladies who had really bad relationships where they behaved toxic, desperate, begging, pleading, crying, losing emotional control, and so on. And let's say the relationship breaks apart and the girl finally gets herself together and she stops chasing and pursuing and begging and pleading, and she finally just tries to let the guy go. These girls come to me and we go like, okay, I'm going no contact with him right now. I decided not to contact him at all, and I will only take him back if he comes back to me and proposes. So ladies, I want to make this really, really clear, okay? If your relationship was toxic in a way that you have done many things wrong, as in you acted desperate, you acted pathetic, you acted sad, you've been begging and pleading, you've been crying, pursuing, losing emotional control. Even a no contact rule will not make him run after you in order to marry you. Just because he's wondering about you, just because he's missing you. Men are usually pretty logical creatures. They don't do such impulsive offers such as, I'm missing this girl a lot, therefore I'm gonna run to her and propose to her. No, it's not gonna go like that. Yes, a no contact rule will make him miss you and will get him intrigued about your life. Yet, if he's a logical, smart male, he will still remember why the relationship broke apart, why things didn't work out. So the first step, what guys usually do, they get in contact with you and they try to take things slow to see, have you made any changes in your life and will you still behave in a desperate, sad way as before, or perhaps there is some improvement happening and perhaps you guys should go back together and try and start a fresh, new, healthy relationship. So my point is, ladies, if your relationship was toxic and you went no contact rule and are expecting now for him to run to you and propose to you, yes, he might miss you, but the proposal is very, very unlikely to happen. Number 3 is, should you go no contact with your ex? Well, it depends. If you're in a situation where the guy has broken up with you, then of course you need to show self-respect, self-value, self-worth, and respect his decision and step back. Basically look at this whole relationship as a breakup. If that person doesn't want to be with you, you should not be in their life. What is the point to stay in touch and to drag along as a friend? And a lot of times when guys break up with you because the relationship was toxic and if they are still attracted to you, they're not looking for a friend. They're looking for casual, they're looking for hookups, they're looking for friends with benefits. And you trying to stay in touch with him, trying to keep the relationship going, you actually could very easily fall into a friends with benefits situationships with no title. And if you do fall into that, your value and worth will drop even more because you will be allowing him to take advantage of you just so you could see him a little bit longer. Or perhaps thinking that if you're going to give a guy friends with benefits, after a while he will offer you to be in a relationship again. This is not how it goes. If after the breakup you're going into friends with benefits, you're actually reducing your value and worth even more. If after the breakup you go like, look, I respect your decision, you know what, I value myself and I don't want to be with somebody who does not want to be with me or who does not see my value and worth, you remove yourself from that person, automatically you will feel more valuable and worthy yourself because you are doing a self-respecting act, and automatically he will feel more respect and value towards you. Number 4, why no contact? It's actually a feminine rule. No contact is a feminine rule because you're behaving feminine by not chasing or pursuing a person. When a guy breaks up with you and you not running after him, not chasing him, not acting desperate, not pleading or crying, sending him poems, showing up at his house, showing up to the places where he goes and so on, by not doing these things, you're behaving in a feminine, self-respectable manner. A lot of men would argue with me and they would say, well, you know, no contact works with women also. And yes, it does work with some women who are very masculine women or who are pretty desperate women. So when a guy decides to go no contact on a girl, hoping that she will chase him and she will pursue him, yes, a masculine girl will chase him and will pursue him. A desperate girl who doesn't value or respect herself, yes, she'll probably chase him and pursue him also because she's desperate. But no high value feminine woman will ever chase or pursue a man if he's doing no contact with her intentionally, so she would chase him. This is just not going to happen. Number 5, should you go no contact if you actually really want to get over somebody? The answer is simple: yes, you should. When you came out of a toxic relationship but you're still feeling really attached to that person, maybe because you bonded over your wounds or toxicity, etc., you might tend to feel even obsessed with your ex, obsessed with that person. If you feel like that, then no contact is definitely the right thing to do, especially if you know that the person is toxic and they are not good for you, that you need to move on from them. And not blaming the other person. A lot of times we get into toxic relationships because we are toxic ourselves. And the best way to get over a person who is toxic is to change ourselves, so we are not toxic anymore ourselves and we don't relate to toxic people anymore. We don't create bonds with them, because when you're healthy and the other person is toxic, you might want to help that person, you might want to guide them into the right direction, but you're not going to be bonding with them on emotional level. You're not going to be bonding with them through your traumas, through your toxicity, simply because you're not toxic anymore. Anyway, so let me give you an example why going no contact after the breakup really works, especially if the person was very toxic. Look at it like this: if you've been addicted to drugs, right? And now you decide to go clean, but you're still keeping drugs in your house. How are you gonna get clean? If you want to go clean, you must get rid of any kind of drugs in your house first. Then you must stop going to the places where the drugs are available. Then perhaps you need to cut the contact short with people who can provide you with those drugs. So the same goes if you want to get over somebody. First you cut the contact off, then you stop going to places where they might be, then you start limiting the contact with the mutual friends that you guys may have in common, who can give you a lot of information about your ex. This should also include the social media platforms, so not stalking his Facebook, not stalking his Instagram, etc. Number 6, will you get over someone amazing if you go no contact with them? So in number 5, we were talking about getting over a toxic person. Getting over somebody toxic is easy because you have a lot of pain and hurt from that relationship. Whereas if, let's say, maybe someone who's really good, who's pretty amazing, has broken up with you, and now you want to get over them and you're trying to do no contact with them to get over them, will it help? Yes, it might help a little bit. But the truth is, if you broken up somebody or someone broke up with you who has been a really amazing partner, I think the only way to finally let go of someone like that, in my opinion, is through time, while in the meantime improving yourself and having faith that in the future you'll meet someone better. And I think only when we meet someone better than that amazing ex that you had, this is when you can truly be over that person. And here comes number 7. Does no contact work if he was never that interested? Well, yes and no. Sometimes the no contact will make a person who never was that interested intrigued and make them to check in with you because they kind of miss you and be feeling a little bit intrigued with what's going on in your life, or perhaps we need a bit of an ego stroke, and they might get in touch with you. Saying this, if someone was really not that interested in you, going no contact is not gonna make a huge difference. The no contact usually really works if people were really into each other, if they had a close bond at some point, like maybe in the beginning, but things long term just didn't work out because there were a lot of mistakes made or a lot of toxicity or drama and etc. But if you guys just had a couple of casual hookups or a very casual relationship and the bond was never that strongly developed, then no contact usually doesn't make a huge difference. A blunt answer would be if he was never that much into you, then no contact will not make much difference. So ladies, this is all that I have to say about the no contact rule. If you like my video, please press like. Let me know in the comments below what did you think. Join Greta's High Value Women's School, where we are all in the same boat, learning how to be women of high value and bring out the best in our men. Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is called Ladies Relationship Coach. And for one-on-one group coaching with me or a member of my team, book me through my website, which is called gretabereisaite.com. And if you would like to know how to stay attractive via text, games men play on women, how to control your emotions, how to get your ex back, how to love yourself, or perhaps you have a little hobby that you would like to make into an online business, I have all of these packages for sale on my website, gretabereisaite.com. Thank you so much for watching. Kisses from Dorset. Mwah.